Hi sewists and aspiring sewists, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doyen, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to make this beautiful short. So if this looks like what you're interested in, then let's dive into the main tutorial video. So for this tutorial we're going to be needing these basic materials here. To begin with, we're going to be needing this stretchy elastic fabric. This is about 1 yard and we're going to be using this. We're also going to be needing this high quality cotton fabric, which is also very stretchy, and this is about 1 trouser. We're going to be needing this. Mind you don't need to get up to 1 trouser. If you have 1 yard, you're also good to go. Also, this is another measurement I'm going to be using, so I'm working with a medium size. So if you're a medium size person, this is a go for you. So with no further delay, let's get right into it. So after laying my fabrics on double fold, I'm going to go ahead to measure my length. So for my length I have 18 inches here, but just because I'm going to add the allowance of my band to this, I'm going to go by measuring 2 inches as my band allowance measurement. So I'm going to go ahead to mark 2 inches on different points here, which will serve as my band allowance. So after that, the next thing I'm going to measure will be the actual length measurement. So I have 18 inches here, and I'm going to go ahead to measure 18 inches on different angles of my fabric here. So after that, I'm also going to proceed by adding 1 inch allowance, which will serve as my folding allowance. The next thing I'm going to do will be to measure my flap allowance. So for my flap here, I have my hips divided by 4, and that's going to give me 10 inches. So I'm going to add 1 inch to my 10 inches. That's going to give me 11 inches. So I'm going to go ahead to measure 11 inches on my fabric. Now whatever your hips is, divide it by 4 and add 1 inch allowance. That's going to give you your flap measurement. So if you want it very free, you can add 2 inches depending on the size you're working with. So I'm going to go ahead to mark my 11 inches point here, and I'm going to also proceed by measuring my hips measurement. So for my hips, I have 40 inches here, and what I did was divide my 40 inches into 4, and that gave me 10 inches. So that was how I was able to get my hips. So if your hips is above 40 inches, all you just need to do is divide it into 4, and whatever you have after dividing it, that's what you're going to use as your hip measurement. So I'm going to go ahead to mark my 10 inches on this part of my fabric. So clearly from this point, you can see that my hip measurement stopped on the point of my flap. So if you're following me, make sure that your hip measurement is stopping at the point of your flap. So for me now, I have my thigh measurement as 24 inches, and dividing that into 2, that will give me 12 inches. So on my flap area, I'm going to go ahead to measure 12 inches, which is serving as my thigh measurement. So if you don't know what thigh is, your thigh is your lap measurement. So your lap, the upper part of your lap, that is what we refer to as the thigh. So now I'm going to mark 24 inches. Now I'm going to blend this line to meet with my hip line, just as you can see me do in this video. Next, again, I'm going to measure my lower lap, which I refer to as butt/lap. So I have 20 inches here. I'm going to divide it by 2. That's going to give me 10 inches. So I'm going to go ahead to mark 10 inches on the down part of my short. So I have 10 inches here. So I'm going to mark my 10 inches point here, and I'm going to match this line to meet the upper part of my lap. So as you can see, this is what it is looking like. So the next thing I'm going to do will be to merge my line towards my band allowance. So as you can see, we have it blended already. So the next thing I'm going to do now will be to cut out these traces. So just because I want to manage my fabric, I'm going to be using the other part of my fabric. Now I'm going to place the front part of, we just finished cutting the front part of my short. So I'm going to be placing it on this part of my fabric. Now I'm doing this just because I want to manage my fabric. Now also note that the part that forms your width, the part that forms the hip width allowance, should be the stretchy part. So from this point to this point, I'm going to measure 1.5 inches on my back short. So I'm going to go ahead to measure 1.5 here, and I'm going to measure this to the top point of my short. Next, I'm also going to come to the flap area of my back short, and I'm going to come out by 1 inch. Now you can decide to come out by 0.5 depending on how free you want that part to be, but I'm coming out by 1 inch. So I'm going to mark this 1 inch point to the flap area of my shorts. So after extending my lines, this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do will be to merge lines together. So I'm going to trace this line equally with my front bodies, and I'm also going to come to the upper part of my shorts, and I'm also going to trace the line as well because it is equal to what we have at the back. So once I'm done with all of this, the next thing will be to cut out these traces. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to cut will be the side pockets of my shorts. So I have this on double layers, and I'm also making sure that the part that is forming my width is the stretchy part. So I'm going to fold this like this, and I'm going to go ahead to measure the width of what I have here. So I'm working with width 6.5. So I'm going to make sure that whatever I'm measuring here is 6.5. Next, after that, I'm also going to measure my length. So for my length here, I'm going to make use of 14 inches, and I'm going to go ahead to mark 14 inches as my length measurement. So once I have that marked out, I'm going to go ahead to cut what I have here. So the next thing I'm going to be doing here will be to attach my side pocket. So I'm going to be attaching this to the front side of my shorts, and that was the first thing we actually cut while we're cutting the shorts. So now I'm going to separate each of what I have here, and I'm going to start with this particular side of my front short bodies. So I'm going to place the right side of my pockets on the right side of the parts where I'm working on. So now we have the wrong side and the right side of a fabric, so I'm placing the right side of my fabric on each other, you understand, like that. So now from this point, I'm coming down by 2.5 inches. That is where I'm placing my pockets on. So from that starting point as well, I'm coming down by 4.5 on both my pockets and the parts where I'm sewing on. I hope this is clear, just as you can see me illustrate in this video. Then from that point, that 4.5 point, I'm coming down by 6 inches, and I'm forming a line like this, which is going to serve as the line where I'm going to be sewing on. I hope this is clear. So since I have this mark traced out, I'm going to be sewing exactly what I have on my straight sewing machine. So after sewing on this part of my pocket, I'm going to carefully notch the edges. I'm going to notch the upper part of my pocket, just as you can see me illustrate right here. Then I'm also going to notch the downside of my pocket, just as you can also see me illustrate right here. So once I'm done with that, the next thing I'm going to do will be to turn my pocket to the wrong side, just as you can see me illustrate here. I'm going to flip it to the wrong side, and this is what it is going to be looking like. So the next thing I'm going to now do will be to sew on this part, align it together, then sew on this part of my pockets. So here is what it looks like after sewing. So the next thing I'm going to do now will be to turn this to the other side. So I'm going to flip it like this, and I'm also going to flip the pocket, just as you can see me illustrate right here. So this is what it's going to look like. So the next thing I'm going to do now will be to pin this down, to pin the upper part, to pin the downside. Next, I'm going to run a double stitch on the upper part and down part of my pocket. So after sewing, here is what it looks like. This is how it is looking like. So I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side as well. So after sewing on the other side, this is what we have. This is our two side pockets ready to be joined. Now the next step here will be to sew the downsides of my pocket. So I'm going to do this on both pockets. So here is what both pockets look like after sewing. So the next thing I'm going to do here will be to join the side of my short. So I'm going to place the back side of my short on this front side of my short. So I'm going to pick my sewing from the top towards the bottom. Now if there's any excess here, make sure that you are trimming this before you proceed by joining. So once I am done with that, the next thing I'm going to do now will be to start my sewing at this upper part of my short. So I'm going to sew downward. Now make sure that while you are sewing, you are picking out your pocket so you don't seal the area where your pocket is. I hope this is clear. So at this point, I'm making sure that I am not sewing on my pocket. I'm only sewing on the area where I should join. So here is the result of what we have after joining. So you can see that my pocket is visible. I made sure that I didn't sew on where my pocket should be. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side as well. So now at this point you can see that I've joined both sides together. So now the next thing I'm going to do will be to attach this part of my short towards the other side. So what I'm doing here is that I'm making sure that the front part of my short is facing the other front part of my short, while the back part of my short is facing the other back part of my short. I hope this is clear. So now you can see that I'm working with the back side of my short. So the next thing I'm going to do here will be to sew on this flap area of the back side of my short. I hope this is clear. After sewing, this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do now will be to mark the point where I'm going to be sewing on my front flap. So from the upper part to this point, I have 2 inches measured here. So from the 2 inches here, I'm going to come down by 0.75 centimeter, and I'm going to mark out my point. So I'm going to be sewing a straight line on the 2 inches while I leave a space on the 0.75 centimeter. Then I also sew a little downward, just as you can see me illustrate in this video. So if you do really understand what I was talking about, I'm sure you can clearly see what I mean. You can see that the part where I measured 0.75 centimeter is actually plain. I didn't sew on that part. So now from that part where I did sew, I'm going to come down by 1 inch, and I'm going to notch that part because I'm going to be weaving that part of my flap downward, just like I did for the back side of my flap. Don't worry, you eventually understand what I'm talking about by the time I'm done. So you see this part where I notched here, I'm going to be weaving on this part. So at this point we already have a clear view of what we are trying to achieve. So you can see that we have a little O reflecting here. So this O is where I'm going to be inserting my rope later on. Next I'm going to do now will be to join my tie area together. So I'm going to be placing this part of my short on each other to make sure that it is even. Then I'm going to pick my sewing from the downside of my lap, just as you can see me illustrate here. So once I have this pointed out, I'm going to go ahead to sew this from this point to the other point. Now you can see that we have some excesses here. So we have an excess here, we have another excess here. So I'm going to go ahead to trim these excesses. So make sure that this part of your short is actually very equal. Make sure that the laps are equal and everything. So if there's any excess, feel free to trim them off. Moving on, the next thing I'm going to do will be to attach my elastic to my waistband. So to achieve this, I'm going to place my stretchy elastic on my fabric. So what I'm doing here now is for me to know exactly what will be enough, to have an idea of what will be enough for my short. So at this point I already have what I need. So the next thing will be to cut off the excess. Next, after that, I'm also going to join my elastic. So I'm going to run a multiple stitch on this part just so that it is firm on my waistband, so we don't have a situation whereby the elastic is actually worn out. So I'm going to run a multiple stitch just to keep this firm. After that, the next thing I'm going to do will be to place my elastic on the wrong side of my waistband, just like this, and I'm going to be stretching my elastic while I weave around my waistband. I hope this is clear. So let's go ahead to do that. Eventually, this is the result of what I just did, and this is how it is looking like. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now, and this is specifically for those who do not have taping machine, I'm going to go ahead to weave the downside of my shorts. I'm going to weave it round. I'm also going to repeat the same process on the other side as well, because eventually I'm going to be sewing this on the straight sewing machine. So on my waistband, I'm going to locate the part where I left 0.75 centimeter allowance. So I'm going to be spreading this out while I fold my waistband like this. So once I'm able to get this, I'm going to go ahead to sew. So while I sew, I'm going to be stretching this because it has been stretched. It has been stretched already, so I'm going to be stretching it. Now also take note of the fact that your pockets should be facing each other. So I'm going to make sure that my pocket is towards the front side of my shorts and not backward, just as you can see me illustrate right here. So I'm going to be stretching this while I sew. Make sure you stretch this part because you're going to need to stretch. So I'm going to be sewing this round. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. This is how it is. So to make it very firm, we're going to run another stitch on our waistband. Yeah, so this is what the first stitch looks like. So I'm going to run another stitch again towards the downside of my waistband. So after running the double stitch, this is what it looks like. So you can see that it is more gripped than it was previously. So it is also optional. You might decide to just leave it at just the first stitch. So the next thing I'm going to do will be to sew on the downside of my short. I already weaved the part, so I'm just going to be running a straight line on this. So guys, this is the result of what we have. So if you've been following this video to this point and not getting what we have here, then you might want to go and watch the video again from the beginning. The next thing I'm going to be doing will be to insert my rope. So you can remember the 0.75 centimeter allowance we left behind, which is what is visible here. That is where I'm going to be inserting my rope. So I'm going to be doing this right away. Now at this point, you can see that we have both pockets facing each other. So this is what I was talking about the other time. So guys, this is the final outlook of what we've been able to work on. So if you watched this video till this point, this is me saying thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for engaging my post. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. So this video is not a bye bye pose, but I will see you again in my next video.